Hello, hello, hello. Let's get me on the screen there. There I am. I am not prepared at all, by the way, but that is a great thing to start off by saying, isn't it? Sorry, guys. I am sorry. Let me just get... The reason is I've just been sent some things and I'm trying to get things sorted because I will be live again tomorrow. I wasn't supposed to be, but I will be. So please keep an eye on that one. I know there's a lot of people who will be curious to see that one. Let me get things sorted here because I wanted to get on to the live as soon as possible. Because we've got to set up the flight as well for this one. This one's a short flight. We are going from... Let me have a little look-ski because I want to... Yeah, I want to just double-check the runways for my sim brief. 09. Perfect. Scion Studios, good evening. Good evening to yourself. Thanks for popping in. And I need to get rid of that because I need to see where we're going. We are going to Lima Tango Bravo Juliet, and I just need to make sure that we're on the right runway. Yes, 16 left. Perfect. Just about to come into land in Miami. Done a short hop from Orlando. Nice. I mean, we're getting some. Finally getting some decent sceneries for those two, aren't we? I think Vertical Sim have just announced Orlando, and we are getting MK Studios are doing Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So exciting times. Let me just make sure that I've got everything spot on here. I am sorry for the really dodgy start. So what are we doing? Well, we're going to be flying the Airbus A319 from Samos. It's a little Greek island just off the coast of Turkey, I believe. I think is it a Greek island? Is it? I think so. Anyway, it's the shortest flight I could kind of... there's no direct flights from these two airports at all, but it's the best one I could come up with. We're going to be taking a little private A319 over to Izmir. So we're going to be taking a look at MM Simulations Izmir. This is the latest update. Basically released to further optimize performance and make the airport just a nicer experience to fly into. And I've done this flight this week and it was a lovely experience and the landing was fantastic. I actually recorded landing and sent it over to MM Simulations to show them that indeed actually it was spot on. So we're going to have a little look at that. Now, before we start, let's just do some housekeeping because I will forget things and I don't want to forget things. I probably will forget things. Let me just double check that I've got everything. Right, yes. So, Lee, there he is there. Lee is back at it. I think he's got his second video out for this week. He has just come back from a little mild heart attack, and although it was mild, the guy is just he's just come back. Wouldn't have thought so. Just get straight into it. Me, I'd be recovering for months, weeks and months, and I tell you what, if you haven't already subscribed to Lee Virtual Airline Pilot's channel, see myself and his channel are quite similar in terms of the content. So yeah, he does fantastic review videos. We're teaming up to cross promote each other because why the hell not? His airport reviews, I think they come at sometimes about 40 to 50 minutes long. But if you want to know if the airport's worth buying, honestly, this guy will tell you. He takes you through everything. Download sizes, pricing, history of the airport, runways, night lighting, textures, everything. Go and give him a subscribe. Let him know that you come from my channel, and That would be fantastic if you could do that. I'm going live again tomorrow. It's very likely at the minute that there's going to be consecutive live streams from the channel. There was one, obviously, there's one pencil in for today, which, oddly enough, you're here to watch. Tomorrow there will be around 7:30. Brand new airport to look at. That's why I'm a bit out of it, because I had to get it in there, and once I finish this live stream, I'm gonna have to get it all set up and scheduled in. I don't like leaving it for more than 24 hours, but with this airport I have to. It's one of the biggest airports I've seen released. It is 10.4 gigabytes installed. It's 10.4. That is incredible. We'll be having a look at that tomorrow. Please stay tuned. But for today, we're going to be having a look at Simulations Izmir. Haven't taken a look at this before. This is the first time I've seen the airport. I haven't used it in the past, so I haven't seen a version 1 or I haven't seen earlier versions. Okay. But yes, let's have a little look around this one. We're going to take I think it's about a 30-minute flight, folks. I need to get this started, otherwise I'll keep talking. Yeah, let's get started. I'm going to park the aircraft up. I hope everyone can hear me and I'm coming through correctly, because I know we did have some stuff going on with the live stream the other day, mostly to do with, I think it was the servers for the sim, but I did have some issues with buffering. I've tried to pump things back up for the quality of the live stream as well. So I'm going to be using live weather, but I am going to be taking the time of day, I think, to about 9 in the morning, something like that. I've been flying a lot of the taker shops from Freeway Istanbul. Yeah, exactly. So this one is very, very. What have I done here? This one is a very, very small route. This isn't a proper route. Let's imagine this is a repositioning flight, if you like. This is Samos, where Samos, however it's pronounced. You know me with pronouncing any kind of location name. Sometimes I'm spot on, sometimes I'm terrible. Most of the time I'm terrible. But this is also an simulation scenery, so it makes sense to do it. But yes, Istanbul, the up into the sort of, is it the northwest, I guess? Up into that location there, this would make a very nice flight, and I'm pretty sure that there is real world operations from the Istanbul airport. So that would be a fantastic route to start with. Let's get you guys onto screen here. I would have liked to have started the aircraft up before starting, but again, I am a little bit behind things, so I do apologize for the bit of a loose start, I guess. I don't know what that means. Let's get things turned on. Let's get the aircraft prepped as quickly as we can. Nav lights, crew supply. Let's get the IRS aligned, otherwise we'll be sitting here for a long time. Engine pumps can stay off for a second. Strobes can go to auto just for now. Again, some of this is still being learned from me. What was the new cinematic tool? It is, I can't pronounce the name of it. It's Nusantara Cinema Tool. It's in the it's on flightsim.co. The full version's out, and I think it's only cost about $10. It comes out tomorrow or maybe the next day. It is fantastic, honestly. I was able to create about a 20-second sort of cinematic with a bit of music in minutes. Like, something that would have took me a bit longer. It was only 20 seconds. It was very, very snappy, and it worked very well. It's not just that it helps you work faster and do things faster. It allows the cinematic. So say if I'm panning my camera around like this, like this. That's what I have to do. I have to record it and do this motion each time with my joystick. This thing will actually allow you to take the spot of the camera, place a waypoint, and it will loop it over and over. So I can essentially have that over and over again and pick the best things. And with the full version, you can go from that transition to a new transition, outside, miles away, inside the aircraft, outside it. It is. I'm hoping to live stream that very soon. Okay, and hopefully very soon I'll be able to show you. And it works very well. Like, I was surprised. You can tell the program, the external program, to stop sort of taking control, and you can go back to normal cameras, do what you need to do. The full version's got loads. It'll track the aircraft and stuff like that. It's not a I see the guy who made it kind of said, you know, it can do the things that Chase Plane does, but honest to God, when I show this off, I think a lot of people will agree that it is for people to be able to create cinematics a lot easier. The Chase Plane stuff is great, and I'd never say it's not. I think they're designed to work independently of each other. You can still have Chase Plane there and enjoy all the camera angles and what Chase Plane does. This, I really think, the creator, as I say, wasn't arguing with me, but I think he was trying to say that, listen, you can put your own preset things in, but it's different. It's there for people who don't have any knowledge of creating cinematics or flyby views or landing videos or anything like that, and they're able to do it a lot easier. So it's going to be great for every simmer who wants to record the landing or share their takeoffs or landings or whatever in this package. It's fantastic. Anyway, guys, let's get going. As I say, we're going to have a look at Simulations Izmir. Looking forward to this because I haven't had a look around it. I've taken a few screenshots for the thumbnails, of course, but I haven't had a good look. This is a repositioning flight, so we are going to just carry some. We're going to carry some cargo, and we're going to carry some fuel. I'm just going to bump the fuel up a bit there, and we'll load the aircraft in real time, which is 4 minutes because IRS won't be done yet. Let's configure our takeoff performance. We are on 1008. Takeoff speed is obviously, as you can imagine, quite low, 125. Let's send that to the Mach do. And as I say, this flight, guys, about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll have a good look around the airport. Like I said, please do. I am focused on showing you guys this. Chase Plane is great, but I really don't use it for cinematics. Exactly, neither do I. It's more to enhance the cam. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it, in my opinion. This program that I've been using today to have a little look at, and what I do want to try and showcase to show people. It's not supposed to be compared to Chase Plane. It can do some things what Chase Plane does, but it's meant for. It's a cinema program. It's meant for you guys to be able to easily create cinematics that otherwise sometimes are a bit more of a pain in the ass to actually create with the default camera. But yeah, guys, as I say, please do make sure you keep an eye on my YouTube posts later on this evening and my Discord, because I've got an airport to show you tomorrow, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for it. And I'm curious. It's installed right now, and if you guys stay till the end, I'll be more than happy to give you a bit of a look at what it is, but not actually load into it. I'm going to show you what it is, but I'm not going to load in. Remember, I've also got 2 copies to give away of Izmir as well, as part of Simulations, who have been fantastic. And donated 2 copies. This will be on behalf of Sim Market, of course, so please do get involved with the giveaway. It will be keyword based again, because I've been looking at doing keyword and just active chatting. Active chatter works great. Keyword works if you announce the winners quite soon after. What continent is the airport on? Have to assume it's Asia. You guys, listen. I'll show you at the end. But let's focus on this one. Let's focus on this one for now. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse there. Perfect. A load of load sheets for some reason. I'm not too sure if I have to accept all these, but I'm going to anyway, just to be... Just so I mean, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I've been shown how to do certain things, but I've posted on my YouTube post for a really great video about an hour long where a real Airbus pilot actually takes you through a full flight and everything from Manchester to Chambéry, and it's fantastic. Go and take a look at that if you get a chance. Let's see if we can get this done as soon as possible. Right, okay. Stop getting distracted. I get distracted very easily. But yeah, I will show you the airport later on, but I'll only show you what it is. I won't be taking you in there because there's opportunities to do that tomorrow. This is called, what's it called? It's something like system charter management or something. This is like a private A319, which looks really, really nice. We're using this flight number. And we are, wow, okay, 53. I don't know if this should be like that, but we're only going to 14,000, so kind of tells you how short, Jesus Brian, how short this flight is. Plane is loaded. Spot on. I am just going to tell the aircraft to go straight up to 14,000 because, well, we might as well. Let's get this flight plan done. Now, this flight plan, I believe I'm going to have to vector myself in for this one. IRS seems to be aligned. We are departing Samos. We're departing Lima Golf Sierra Mike on runway 09. Let's have a little look. 09. And we are taking this one. We are taking this one. And then we are heading in to Lima Tango Bravo Juliet onto 16 left. We are taking the Red Rick. There we go. Spot on. And this you'll see actually on the screen here. So it's a mad departure. You go straight out, turn right, and then you bank right over the sea, and then back over Samos, all the way around, back round, start your descent. I'm clicking on the wrong buttons, and then I will do my very, very best to vector myself in here. I still am very, very unsure how to... I know how to connect these lines, but I'm unsure how... I tell you what we could do. We could just put a via in, and it will take us on our way, even if it takes us right over. Let's do that one and see what it does. No, we don't want that. That's insane. Yeah, well, let's do that one. That's going to give us some really, really interesting turns to do. Yeah, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That'll do. That'll do. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. We'll see how it works out. Right, okay. Let's get things started here. Let's get the engine pumps on. Spotty dog. Let's get the APU on. Perfect. Now, what I learned on that video, Pilot Explains video, I've linked it in my YouTube posts. You usually wait about 3 minutes for the APU bleed to be turned on. Apparently it stops fumes from the APU getting into the cabin, or something like that. Captain Mark on that video will give you a much better explanation, but yeah, that is what that is for. But yeah, let's just do another few things here. Let's sort that out, and we can do the other bits and bobs in a minute. I'll wait for the APU to start, and then we'll get the ground power disconnected. For now, I'm going to take the cones away. Let's get the external power off. Otherwise, GSX will give me a bit of a telling off, and I'll just be shouting at GSX and what have you. So, but yeah, yeah, just like I say, chaps, just keep it, chaps and chapettes, just keep your eyes peeled for my posts tonight, and hopefully, oh, let me just itch me ear. Yeah, keep your ears peeled and your eyes peeled. I'm not going to wait the full 3 minutes. Let's just get it turned on, and let's get GSX. GSX is gone. What? I haven't uninstalled it though. What in the... No way. It says it's installed. Flick the beacon lights and GSX automatically works. Yeah, but GSX is usually in the thing. It's installed on me actual things as well. In me community folder. GSX is always usually there though. I'll try it. But it's not in me toolbar. What's going on? That is insane. GSX is in my community folder right now. It's saying it's not accessible. When I click on the folder inside the community folder, it's saying it's not accessible. I have never known it to just freak out like that. I mean, it's not too much of an issue because we'll have a look at the airport. I mean, I'm gonna have to see why it's doing that because I do obviously want GSX. So yeah, I don't know, in the system tray, I don't know. It's not in the toolbar though. That's the thing. It's not actually in the toolbar. It's in the community folder. My community folder is showing that it's in there. But as I say, if I try and click on it, I can click on everything else. I can click into aircraft, airports, liveries. But if I go to FSD Dream Team, it says it's not accessible. And the thing is, I've only just been doing flying just before. The only thing that potentially might be the issue is something I installed before, so it could be that. So we won't thingy on it. We won't thingy on it. I'm just gonna have a little look. I'm just gonna ask the person without giving it away if what I've just done messes with GSX. Interesting. I've certainly not seen it before, but I guess we're gonna have to see if we can use the Phoenix pushback. Is the only thing I can say for now. Yeah. Okay. It is what it is, guys. We are going to go and look at the airport anyway, of course. Just, I'm not too sure which way to actually... No, wrong way. Oh, at least you're on the move. Yeah, I mean, we are. I'm not gonna sort of look at that too much because we've got to get going. We've got to fly over there and we've got to look at the airport. And like I say, guys, you know, I have got some copies to give away as well. That's fine. Let's just stop there. That's all good. Let's get the engine started. There we go. N2 is rising. Hey, if you're enjoying everything that I'm doing at the minute, please obviously consider subscribing and liking the stream and sharing the stream. And obviously keeping an eye on my Discord as well. Everything is linked in the stream description or my YouTube profile. I've obviously got all my social medias there, which I keep updated as very often as I can, like as soon as I'm going live and stuff like that. Discord is the same, best way to keep up with anything. I do try and put YouTube posts out as well. It is something I do forget, and I don't mean to, but I will try and get better at that. But yeah, as I say, we had a look at Simulations Appleton recently over in the States. That was their first US airport. And Simulations kindly reached out and said, listen, we're releasing this update for Izmir. Do you want to have a look at it and do a giveaway? I was like, of course, let me have a little look at it. It's a location that I haven't flown to. Well, prior to the little practice flight, I hadn't been here in the sim. I hadn't had a look at it. Park and brake on because I forgot to do it, because usually GSX tells me to and I didn't do it. But yeah, we will but yeah, I will have some copies to give away if anyone's interested in entering. I will do a keyword giveaway for this one, so I'll ask you for a keyword, you pop it into the chat, and then Nightbot will enter you in. Simple as that. But I do need to have a little look and see why that is. GSX isn't loaded in. Not too sure why that is. Interesting. Haven't flown to Turkey for ages last time in 2024. Just looked at Valanta. Yeah, it's well, we'll have a look at it. I think everyone's going to be quite interested to see this one because it's a fairly decent sized airport. I think it's potentially second or third busiest in Turkey, but I could be wrong. It's a decent sized airport. We can put these lights on, seeing as there's no ground crew rather. And we can now get the APU off and the APU bleed off. Let's taxi out because we're not far. We're only over there. In fact, you know what? We will just get the predictive wind shear on, transponder to auto, and TARA active because we're not going far. Using the Hootwalt tiller to move myself along. We're straight onto the runway, so I will have to do a bit of a turn at the end. We did put the flaps down, I did. Speed brake set to max. But yeah, this is a very, very fun departure, this. I love this route as well. It's a very short route, but the scenery is fantastic. Takeoff config is set. As I say, we are departing from a simulation scenery, Samos. So it isn't part of the live stream. It's not part of our focus, but we will see it as we depart. And then once we're down on the ground, I'm not going to mess about. Well, I can't mess about with GSX, but yeah, I won't be messing about with GSX as I can't do. The runway textures do look nice. Again, this is really not the focus of the live stream, of course, but it makes sense departing from an simulation scenery because, well, we're going to go and take a look at one. There doesn't seem to be any marked out turnaround zone here, so I'm going to just try and swing this A319 right the way around the best I can using the tiller, which is fantastic, by the way. Just have a check. No, we don't need to. Okay. Not straightened up at all here, so I'm just going to try and straighten it up with the tiller. And again, I am just going to stop the aircraft because, again, I really need to make sure I'm clicking these into position. Sorry, Brian, about giveaway thing. I don't know what you mean, mate. Oh, hang on. No, that's fine. And honestly, mate, to be honest with you, obviously we've had an issue with giveaway people recently, and I'm not going to say any more about that, but you weren't one of them. So don't worry about that. But yeah, going forward, obviously, I won't sort of let that happen, you know. So yeah, again, once I'm able to get my hands on a proper Airbus throttle, then I won't have to look down here. I'll be able to feel the detents, and it won't be an issue anymore. Right now, I really need to see where the throttles are hitting, if that makes sense. There we go. Joystick facing down. For some reason, I'm getting veered off to the left. That's 100 already. And then V1. Spot on. Positive rate, gear up. And like I say, we are going right round. We'll try and fly this manually until we are in climb. There we go. Autopilot on. It was a nice departure, nice rotation, better than I usually do, but I've been really improving a lot recently on the flying. Flaps are going up. And we are cleared all the way to 14,000. All the way out over the sea and then back over the island. Pretty cool. Right, where are we going? A few massive big loops around to get us where we're going. Let's get the... I didn't even put the lights on at all anyway, so... There you go. Some things I'm still forgetting. Some things I don't forget anymore. The beacon light was you guys, because you told me to do that. How is it flying airliners more often now? I've been enjoying it. I do like to sometimes jump back into a little GA aircraft, but I am having a good time with the airliners, I must admit. 1009 for Izmir. Let's have a little look. How long have you had the Phoenix? I've had the Phoenix for ages. I bought the A320 ages ago and never used it. And then obviously some of you guys in the chat donated to the channel, which was fantastic and allowed me to get the A319 and the 21 package, the upgrade package, so I could do some stuff for one of the airport trailers. And then obviously not long after, I was starting to learn them, so I'm getting I'm actually getting the use out of them now, and they're just amazing. 4,500 and 620. Definitely need to keep an eye out on the descent on this one, because we'll hit it quite soon. Um, 620. I am just going to stick this in now because this won't change. Some of these other bits will. So yeah, I have seen this. I have seen the scenery for this one. Very briefly. Taken a few screenshots for the thumbnails and social media, but that's about it. I haven't had a good look around Izmir, and this is the first time I'm seeing Izmir in the scenery properly. I haven't used it before, so I am curious I'm curious to see the rest of the airport, and obviously you guys will get to see a landing onto 16 left. Not too sure without looking if both of these runways are active at Izmir, because they are parallel runways, and when I say parallel, they are literally right next to each other. So much so to where I think maybe they might not be able to operate at the same time, but I can't be 100% sure. It's kind of like the way Gatwick was. Gatwick obviously had both of the runways, and then one of them became a taxiway, and they're quite close to each other as well. Gatwick. This is quite similar. As you can see, we're going right back over the island. There's where we took off at Samos. There we go. Just show you. That's the loop we've done all the way around. That's where we started. Right down there. Just in front of the nose of the aircraft now. It'll take us basically north over the island. The aircraft's trying to get back onto its flight path, as you can see. There's where we started. We'll go north and then we'll head east towards Izmir. Kind of northeast of where we are now. But yeah, look forward to showing you this one as we land down. You'll be able to see, hopefully, an okay landing into Izmir, and can get a copy given out to one of you guys. As I say, you'll need, this is a PC only, as always. Really, if I stipulate any other time, I'll be able to say, listen, this is also good for a Xbox or whatever. But for now, this is just fixing myself. That's sick. Just looked at Izmir on Flight Radar, and the approach looks fun. It is. I did, as I say, I did a practice flight the other day and kind of vectored myself in. We won't have to do that this time, but we'll see, because the flight path does look a bit zigzaggy. But yeah, the approach is beautiful. Yeah. I took some really nice screenshots of it the other day. Was it 16 left arrival? Yes, it was. Yeah. It might be the one that they're not using now. Possibly. I don't know. SimBrief does show as 16 left as being active, but I don't know 100%. But it's still you can use it on the sim, so. But yeah, it is a lovely approach. Bit bumpy right now. Yeah, it's got a bit of a headwind. Approach looks nice over the city. Yeah, it does. It does. That's why I've kept it to what I practiced on the other day. We'll get down and we will have a look at Izmir. I don't know if anyone's used this particular scenery. But yeah, another lovely airport tour, like the channel is known for. We'll get down there and have a good look. The airport tomorrow, we won't be doing any flying into that one because we ain't got the time. we ain't got the time at all. Everyone who's patient enough and stays right through to the end of the live stream, I will show you where we're going next, which is kind of nice. Maybe I should do that more often, but yeah, I'll show you when I'm able to, of course. But yeah, I'll show you where we're heading tomorrow. I haven't got a giveaway set up for that. I could ask the main man in a second and see if he'll allow it. I'm probably gonna wait and possibly do a giveaway for it once it's released. But this one you can get now. I've linked it in the live stream description for you guys. I'll be honest with you, mate, 10 gigabytes is the biggest I've seen in airport scenery. I am very curious to see what this looks like. I have been for a while. But yeah, when I get down to Izmir, I'll show you guys this one, because it is it's fairly sizable scenery, to be fair to MM Simulations, and The terminal looks fantastic. The night lighting looks great as well in this one. I know that for sure. And then obviously I know a couple of you guys asked about the this cinematic tool that's come out. I am very, very impressed with it so far. I've only had a look at the light version, free flightsim.to light version, and with everything that's locked inside the program and the thing that you can basically do in it now, it works so well. So with all the little added extras inside that tool, I do want to see if I can show it off in the best way, because it is an external program. I'm also getting that weird thing with the heading and the wind. I don't know if that happens when the aircraft turns, but I was always told that was if you don't use live weather, but I am using, well, I think I am. Yeah, I'm using live weather. Nice big 90-degree turn. I hope I haven't missed the no, I haven't. It's coming up. What did I say we were going down to for? Let me just add these in here. 2204. We are 16. Oh, it was fair, nice and warm. That'll do. Let's do a refresh. 1009 for the QNH. And was it 4,500? Let's have a little look. Yes, it was. Perfect, we're ready to go down. Yeah, so this new cinematic tool, it does look fantastic. And the UI is great, but it is an external program, so obviously I can show it off on a live stream. I'll just need to have it as an open box somewhere on the screen so I can show you. But it works very well. I am very impressed with it. From a developer that I don't even know. I didn't know about them. I know there's probably going to be a lot of people who are not really aware of them either. So yeah, very impressed. Very impressed indeed. From someone, I shouldn't really like it coming from someone who's made cinematics and trailers on the channel and is still doing it, of course. I shouldn't really like it because, well, in my honest opinion, a developer could easily get hold of this and start creating their own cinematics, which is great. It is great. It saves them money from using external sources. Will it stop them using external sources? Probably not. They'd still need to edit the video together, but honestly, from a perspective of a person who's done it in the past, it is going to allow a lot of people, including developers, a very easy way to showcase a product. And if you've got some kind of editing experience, then yes, you'll be able to put something together which will showcase your product as best as possible. And I mean that. Like I say, I shouldn't really like it, but honestly, it has some features and tools on there that I think, you know what, actually, it saves me a lot of pulling me hair out. So yeah, Izmir. Simulations, it's linked in the description below. Sim Market and Simulations have given the channel 2 copies to give away, which is great, because if you haven't got this airport and you want to start doing some Turkish ops, then it's a brilliant location. It is the 3rd largest city, one of the busiest airports in the country. Fully handcrafted rendition. You've got terminal interiors, ground layouts, custom jetways, animated objects, night lighting, and it's compatible with 2020 and 2024 as well. Yeah, my speed breaker's still out, mate. Yeah, I know. I can't wait. I am... Honestly, I don't mind saying I am speaking to Wind Control at this time and speaking about doing some more videos for them. Some more collaborations, improving my Airbus setup. They are happy to hear that I've been flying the Phoenix products and obviously the Tolus A320 Neo in X-Plane 12, which I am live streaming this coming week, by the way. Be trying to do a flight in that, a little less automated than the Phoenix, in a sense that you don't get this lovely tablet to help you along, which does save you a lot of time. There's a very basic tablet that you can plug in on X-Plane. We're a bit too high at the minute, and we're getting a bit too fast because I think the plane is just trying to descend. That new overhead panel does look ridiculous from Wind Control. It really does. But I've been seeing some of these other ones, this Wing Flex one as well. The Wing Flex one looks fantastic. What I would say is it's not as visually realistic as the Airbus, but it's got these lights it's got these like embedded lights, and it also as well, I don't know if anyone knows this, but the Wind Flex overhead panel has lights behind it, so on the other side that's going to be pointing away from you, there's actual red and green that simulates the nav lights flickering on the plane. I think that's so cool, especially if you're simming with the lights out and you've got all your your Airbus panels and stuff with all the lights on. But yeah, it does. It's mad. Here we go, guys. Look at this. Funny enough, we did also have a bit of rain last time I did this flight. Lovely rainbow there. Look at that. It's like another one over there. Look at that. Wow. Where are we with the speeds and stuff? Because we still need to drop some altitude. I don't know where this plane is going, if I'm going to be totally honest. Right, okay, I can see it now. Altitude is fine in my opinion. Might be a bit too fast. I'm going to stick the LS button on. Going to get some landing lights on as well, I think. We are going to swing around on a full 180 turn now. But yeah, I can't wait to get more Airbus stuff, because flying these aircraft right now is fun. But I think once I've got a proper Airbus throttle with the detents and the MCDU looks fantastic. I mean, I think if I'm able to financially acquire the rudder pedals as well, that would be fantastic. Let's get approach mode set. We can drop a notch of flaps now as well. Hopefully the visibility improves a bit, because you know my track record. Glide slope is actually already being captured as well, I've noticed, which is great. Plane is just again dropping some altitude. We do need to slow down though. Maybe just open some more spoilers up. Look at the view down there. Spot on. another notch of flaps. And then we are gonna, the aircraft is gonna straighten itself out. I hope. We've already captured the glide slope, so it really does need to, yeah, make that little left-hand turn to get back. There we go. Speed. Whoa! Watch out, Sonny. I tell you what, it's a good job at position and flight. Gear down. Speed brake set to medium as well. I'm hoping for the Phoenix Neo soon. Again, a product that I think 2 months back, maybe a month back, I wasn't really too fussed about. I am now very, very interested in the Phoenix Neos. Not too sure what the upgrade process is going to be. Whether we're gonna have to pay. There's a Just Flight aircraft taken off probably from Izmir. I don't know whether we're going to have to pay a certain price. Hopefully it's not going to be too much. I don't know whether Phoenix have actually said anything about any upgrade price or anything. There is full flaps, ground spoilers are armed, auto brake is medium. Everything else looks good. Lights are all set. You can actually see visibility slopes off a bit, but there is both of the runways there. We probably will get some speed warnings because we are landing quite slow. Anyway. But thank you. Whoa. Thank you to everyone who was popped in to the stream. Looking forward to the Phoenix Neos. Yeah, me too, mate. After having a little go at the Neo in X-Plane 12, the Tolus, I am excited. They're treating it as a separate product. Interesting. I'd expect it to be a lot cheaper than the A321 and the A319 package, but yeah. I tell you what, if this was a nicer day, I mean, look at the scenes over here. Look at the clouds, the rain clouds coming down. And I know there has been people asking about performance with Izmir, especially on approach into the runways. My original test of this, absolutely butter smooth, but the best experience I've had so far. And with all these being auto-gen, they actually look really nice. They look really nice. Max, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming in. As I say, I've got 2 copies of Izmir, guys, so get involved. I haven't done anything to do with the giveaway yet, so we'll get down on the ground, we'll get into drone camera, and then I will give a copy away, okay? And it'll be a simple phrase to put in. I'm going to take control now. It's actually, I don't know if there's a separate airport or it's a there's a military, I think there's a US military presence here at Izmir, and I don't know if that is part of it over there. Still okay on the glide slope. I am losing it a tiny bit. 500. There is about 6 knots of a tiny bit of headwind. I just need to lower the beak of this aircraft down a bit and not get... Oh, that was my fault. That was my foot. I was scratching my other foot with me either. Yeah, well, it's managed speed, mate, so you need to give me more speed then, don't you? Bit high now. Come on, Brian, get it down, son. There's a building floating over there. That looked weird. Come on, get down, son. Get down, come on. Getting a bit choppy there. I'm going to say that's the weather, if I'm going to be totally honest. 50, 40, 30, 20, oh. I tell you what, guys. I'll be honest with you right now. The performance is not great there, and it goes against what I've told Simulations, because honestly, I'm going to come off the next one. Why is the reverse thrust not working? There we go. That's fine. Yeah, it was a bit... I tell you what, compared to the practice landing that I did when I was having a little go into Izmir the other day, it was terrible. But the performance dropped off as well. When I did that originally, it was butter smooth, and I was able to just get the aircraft down, and it was amazing. Stop crying, baby. By the way, that is part of the SoFly sounds. That I am interested to why everything dropped off. I'm gonna hazard a guess of maybe two things: the weather, and possibly just flight traffic as well. Because they're the two things that were different the other day. I had quite, apart from this, the rain over the mountains, I had quite clear weather, and I don't think I had just flight turned on. I'm gonna turn it off now and see. There's nothing there anyway on the ground. I'm also gonna turn the weather off now, just so we can have a better look at the airport. Yeah, that's interesting. The baby didn't like the landing. No, it didn't. I didn't like the landing either. But yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Because like I say, performance was spot on the other day. I have got a lot of windows open. I didn't have OBS on. I didn't have 3 or 4 windows open on one screen and then load in the other screen as well. So I mean, there's caveats. I'm not trying to say that it was spot on at one time and isn't now. Well, I am saying that it was absolutely fine the other day. And I will clarify that, because obviously the reason of doing these live streams is not just to show you the airport, is to show you the performance. It's to show you, you are going to be landing at these airports, aren't you? You're going to be at these airports wanting to land the aircraft or take it off. So you guys want to know what the performance is like. It might just be a dodgy day, but it is weird. Like, it was the other day, it was absolutely fine. It really was. Just going to park this aircraft here. Again, I'm not using GSX because I can't do today for some reason. Also, Fabio from Flight Control Tools, if anyone was in the live stream yesterday, I was having a look at Flight Control Tools and Flight Control Spotter. He has just messaged me to let me know that it works on VATSIM absolutely fantastically. He's also updated it as well. It now works. There's no issues with the camera being set up in drone mode or anything, which again is fantastic, and it just shows you how dedicated Fabio is to getting the updates out. I have installed the newest update. There's a chase plane absolutely freezing to death on. It's been like that since Sim Update 5 came out. Let me go ahead and turn the engines off. The reason why I'm turning the engines off is just to stop any noise. The reason why I'm disabling chase plane as well, because I can't get my drone camera to work with chase plane. Here we go, chaps. So this is Simulations Izmir. This is the latest version. Also comes with a GSX profile, but obviously can't do anything about that, sadly. But yeah, you can see that unfortunately that the tunnel. This is like Lee. This is what Lee, the virtual airline pilot, does. He scrutinizes the jetways and how well they attach. And as you can see, these ones, they do come through the skin of the aircraft. They do come through the skin of the aircraft. But that again, I don't like to really focus on stuff like that. I mean, it is going to be a less immersive. I am curious why the performance seems a bit lower. He always does the jetway test. It's a thing, mate. I don't think anyone else would do it as well as him. I certainly never even did it when I used to do my sort of full review videos. What I do want to show you guys is, because I am very I want to be truthful and show you that this in fact wasn't the case the other day. I am going to try and get this up on the screen so I can show you it as well. Bear with me 1 second. In the same plane as well. So wow, that's a big window. You guys can see it there. Playback might not be the best. That's me, my voice. I don't know how. Big flare. But the landing was lovely and smooth. But yeah, that's Izmir, as you can see. Basically, when you record anything off the replay tool, if the performance is bad, the replay will be bad as well. The replay will pick up all of the bad performance. That was an almighty flare, to be fair. That was a nearly nose in the air situation. But yeah, that is just to show you that in fact it was actually fine. Oddly enough, I don't know if there's animated things in this thing or I've got them turned on, but let me just... Oh, don't do that. Have I not turned the ground things off here? Airport services. Ah, see, I didn't turn it off. I've never had these on. Never had these on before. I usually just either have the scenery or GSX on. Maybe it was that. I don't know. But we'll have a little look. So what I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm going to... Where are we? I'm now going to give a copy away. Now, I realise that there's not very many people in. Also, for some reason, it doesn't seem to be picking up on people's chat here. So hopefully it works. Let me just pop this in. I'm sorry for the delay. I do apologise. Right, so simple. It's a keyword giveaway. I'm gonna get you guys under 5 minutes. Okay, so if you enter the giveaway, please stay in the live chat. If you're not in to claim your prize, I give you 5 minutes and then redraw it. Okay. So again, you're gonna need, it's a PC only one. You're gonna need a Sim Market account. If you haven't, then obviously it's very easy to set one up, but that's where your prize will be redeemed. But yeah, let's get onto it. Simple enough, guys. Give me the ICO. Give me the 4-letter code for Izmir. I've mentioned it a few times. If you don't know it, it's very easily found. The 4-letter code for Izmir, and then what we'll do is we will commence the live stream and have a look around this airport. We'll start from the north side over here, and we will just do a full 360 as we usually do. Luckily, Nightbot is collecting your guys' entries there, so that's all working fantastically. Again, I will be needing an email address. Now, it's even better if the email address that you give me is associated with your sim market, because then I can just pass it over to those guys and they can get it into your account ASAP. Please give them obviously a couple of days, but in my experience, every developer and store are very, very snappy with things like this. They're very good with getting copies redeemed into accounts. So huge respect, not just for Sim Market, but for everyone who's supported the channel over the years, because every time you support the channel with a giveaway, it's great for you guys, but it's also it's done so professionally. So yeah, massive thank you. So again, guys, I'm going to give you till, well, it's been about a minute or so, hasn't it? Let's have a little look. It's 20:38 now, which will lead us nicely onto an airport tour. We can go around and we can give another copy out towards the end as well. You've got the next couple of minutes till we get to about 42 maybe. 20:42 on my clock, so another 3 or 4 minutes. And yeah, the 4-letter code for Izmir Airport. Find it out. You might know it already. I've mentioned it a few times on the stream. But yeah. We'll have a little look around the scenery as always. And like I said before, guys, please keep an eye out on, if you're not able to stay to the end of the stream, please keep an eye out on my Discord, my social media, and a YouTube post, because I will be live again tomorrow with a pre-release live stream of a brand new airport, a massive 10 gigabyte airport, which I still haven't had a look at yet. It's in there, but I can't see it yet. So it's in there, but I can't have a little look at it yet. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun to have a look at that. Some of you might already know what it is. It has been a sort of an anticipated scenery for quite a while. With me learning some of the Airbuses now, I am very, I know I say I'm curious to everything, but I'm very curious to see how this handles. But yeah, we'll keep on having a look at this. Some things floating. There was a building floating over there on approach, and I can't see it now. It was an auto-gen building as well. It wasn't anything to do with the scenery, I noticed. There's also some things floating over here. Oh no, they're not floating. They're actually supposed to be there. There you go. Little bit of detail on the outer perimeter fencing. Basically saying you'll get shot. As I say, there's a US military presence here, and I don't know if it is mapped out in this scenery. It would be fun if it were Istanbul. It's not. It's definitely not. I'm curious to see about the military presence here, because let's see where this airport is. Where's the airport? Just south. So that looks like it's a completely separate runway, which is pretty interesting, because sometimes if there's a military presence at an airport, they tend to use the same. Oh, hang on. There's also military hangars down the far end as well. That's pretty mad. We've got some military stuff going on at the other end on the south, so we'll have a little look down there. Some hangars and some stuff just further along, and then there's this other one here, which is just over there. Right, okay, let's get you guys a copy, shall we? Where is my window? Giveaway. There we go. So yeah, not many people in the giveaway, sadly. It is what it is, though, guys. I understand. But let's get a copy. Good luck to everyone. I've got another copy to give away, so please carry on. We'll have a look around the airport, and then we'll give another copy away. And as we finish the live stream, I will give you a bit of a sneak peek of what's to come tomorrow night, because I will then be scrambling to get things scheduled in and on my channel, ready for tomorrow. Good luck. Is it on the screen? Yeah, it is. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but well done. I'm gonna call you Hadi because I can see Hadi and I can say that. I guess it's. But yeah, congratulations. What I don't know. I don't believe. You have won on the channel before. But I'll tell you what, mate, you've got some cinematics on your channel. I'm going to have a little watch of these. These are real life cinematics as well, aren't they? Nice. Okay. Have you got an email on here? I need an email if you can, mate. I don't know if you can add one to your YouTube. You don't need to keep it on there, but I need one on there. I need an email to contact you. If it can be the same one as your sim market, that's fantastic. If it isn't, then no worries. I will email you and obviously get that email off you. But if you could do me a favor and add your email, an active email that I can contact you on from my email, so you'll get an email from practicallygeek@gmail.com. Please add an email into YouTube. Can I send you an Instagram? I'd rather see. We've had some issues with giveaway things lately, mate, and with absolutely no disrespect, I want to make sure everyone is entering the same way and things are being redeemed the way they should do. The reason why I say no is because I don't expect people to, but it can happen. I've seen it happen on other things. If a giveaway is done and someone wins, it is very easy for someone who hasn't won to contact me and say that I've won. If I contact you from my email, then you know it's me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want people to lose out on their prizes because, well, it just looks unprofessional. I want to keep things so I am reaching out to you. You know it's me. I know that someone isn't coming along trying to nab your prize. I don't especially think people would do it, but when there's a lot of people entering giveaways, like a massive giveaway, and I can't chance that. But I'm sure, as you can say, completely understandable. If you just add your email into your YouTube, mate, what I can do is I can get that and I can email you and we can talk on email and you can tell me what your sim market thing is. But for now, guys, we will have a good look around at Izmir. Straight off the bat, we've got some Pegasus and Sun Express hangars and technical buildings, which is pretty cool. There is some default buildings here. So, oh no, hang on, no, these are actual custom 3D modeled ones. I think this is an auto gem building now. If you've seen my live streams before, guys, we obviously will get a bit technical. Cheers, mate. Thank you. I will grab that from your YouTube now. I can see it there. Fantastic. I'll get that and I'll get an email sent to you and obviously the other winner when we do that a bit later. Spot on. Let me just grab that and make sure it's saved, because it means if you want to, you can take it off your YouTube channel if you'd rather have it on there. I've got that now on a Yeah, I've got that, mate. So if you want to take it off, you can do. But congratulations, we've got one winner. We will carry on. That's okay, mate. Yeah, as I say, you've taken the time to watch the live stream, so I really will be thanking you rather than you thanking me. So thank you so much for coming in and spending time with the channel. So to see what you have won, definitely stick around, because I know there's people who are interested to see the airport and also learn where we're going tomorrow for tomorrow's live stream. Yeah, there's a little sort of, it's not mapped in, it's not part of, I don't think it's part of Izmir, the airport, but as you can see, there's an actual, some kind of aerodrome. It is shown on flight radar, but it's not. It does look military. I'm not too sure what it is, but there is a military kind of apron and hangars at Izmir. I think I read that it is something to do with the US military. But we'll carry on. As you can see, two parallel runways here, very, very close to each other. I don't know whether they're used simultaneously, but it would be quite the spectacle to see aircraft coming and going at the same time. Not too sure what's going on with the taxiway signs. Oh, okay, yeah. We've got quite a few kind of just huddled together here. But yeah, it's runway and taxiway textures. I think they look really nice. Especially this looks a bit blurry. I'm not too fond of this. This is a bit off. It's all. I tell you what it looks like. It looks like there's been a texture put on top of the satellite imagery, if that makes sense, and it kind of looks transparent. It looks like it's like a see-through texture almost. So it kind of looks blurry, but it looks like it's like there's a big sheet of plastic on top of the grass, and then some of these things underneath are. It's odd. Yeah. Anyway. The whole airport looks to be surrounded by a perimeter fence, which again, you guys know I'm very, very particular. Let's say particular about. It's funny. It's something that is not very, very important, I guess. But I think with these big airports, something like a restricted airport. I don't mean some like bush airport or general aviation airports where you don't expect it to be fully encased with like perimeter fence to keep the airport restricted. And I know in the grand scheme of things, it's a Microsoft Flight Sim scenery. It doesn't matter. I think if you're buying into a realistic scenery, then the very least a developer can do is make it as realistic as possible. But this does have it's funny that everything looks a bit bright, doesn't it? I don't know if that's anything to do with my. No, it's nothing to do with the reshade. As you can see, my reshade just gives it a bit more contrast, but not too much. It's odd. I'm gonna say that I'm not too fond of the satellite imagery here. The ground texture. And from a certain height, it looks okay. But yeah, it doesn't look the very best it can do. I don't think it's a criticism. I just think that, there's only so much developers can do. Some developers might not be able to get hold of a very, very high quality satellite imagery for the airports and may have to resort to using the default texture, if that makes sense. We got the custom VOR station, I think. Very low down one. These can get really, really high up. It's got a fence around it. There's also this taxiway which does lead to the military sort of apron and hangars. I've noticed there is a radar site up on the hill here which has been modelled in. It's a decent model. Definitely makes the surroundings look more realistic, And then there is this kind of military hangar, this military presence, which it looks to me like there's some custom buildings. There's actually a little 5v5 football field, a bit of a tennis court here. I don't know if it's a squash court or volleyball court, but it's been added in. And I realised that military hangars and buildings on specific sceneries are very hard to do because it's hard for the developers to get the references. You know, compared to airports where some developers can ask to go there and take pictures and videos. Again, airports are accessible on Google Street View and satellite imagery. Satellite military ones aren't so much. They're a bit harder to model in, but they have done their best here. I don't suspect that's exactly what it looks like. Over here, there's actually some hangars with the apron going all the way around. Some are closed, some are open. Nice bit of variation. There's no military aircraft models in here, which I will leave that for you to decide whether that's a big drawback. I don't think it is. I think just the fact that you can see that there is a military apron here looks good, especially if you're coming in on these two runways here. Off the top of my head, I'm not too sure of the numbers for those ones. But the guys have added that in. And the taxiways are all there as well. Don't think it's somewhere that people will use for military operations, but it's there if you'd like to. There's a nice little detail here. Would have loved this to have been moving along the tracks, but I think the train model itself is actually really, really good. The train tracks have been added in, which sometimes can be totally forgotten. You can actually see that they put some Simulations graffiti on there. But the actual train model, the train model is fantastic. It's pretty detailed. It's just a shame it's not moving. You know what I mean? I know some other developers like to add some moving animations to things, but the tracks being added in, they look great. There's a massive apron at this airport. They've got the actual terminal one down here, all the way along, multiple jetways, and then all of these remote stands as well, which is nice. I've also noticed that they've done this kind of, I don't know if it's a drainage solution or, you know, it looks like a little mini reservoir. It looks like what they have over in Los Angeles, you know, for water to go down. So it must be something to do with, you know, to keep rainwater out. There's actually some, I don't know if this is like a texture, but they've, yeah. So this in real, basically the scenery, the auto-gen scenery is picking up water is actually here. You can see this isn't a texture. This is actually the water from the sim. So there is some kind of drainage, but they've mapped all that in and added like a custom drainage sort of tube, I guess what you would call it, like a run. All of the fuel storage is all there, custom modeled and branded with the is it PO Air? Never heard of it, but it's there. Steps going up. And with as much respect, I think Simulations to keep things as optimized as possible. They do like to add in as many custom models, custom buildings, road networks and stuff like that to the airport, but everything in the central part, the main apron, the terminal, where the terminal is, you know, basically where you're going to be spending more of your time, that's where they get more in depth with their detailing. And I don't think they'll mind me saying that. I'm not saying that any of this is not good. I'm saying that where they've really focused their attention is the land side, the terminal, and obviously the main apron. But yeah, we'll carry on. We'll have a little look. The train track runs all the way down to the terminal, which is great. And let's just have a little look at. We've got some custom vehicles as well. These got Turkish Airline branded vans on here. Good stuff. Some UPS delivery vehicles, some trailers and trucks as well. Some really tall buildings. Oh, UPS. So there could be some kind of, possibly some cargo going on here as well on this apron. I'm not too sure. A lot of branded buildings as well, you know, got the proper logos on there. These are like the original fire engine models. You can see that these are like leftovers from 2020 because everything looks, well, everything looks like 2020. And if you look inside, some of the textures aren't, the modeling's not finished and stuff. And most of the, as you can see, most of the modelling is quite straight, and there's no such word as hexagon E, but it's like, you know, it's not quite round. It's the polygons are there, aren't they? You know. But anyway, let me show you around kind of the main apron and the terminal, because I think you'll agree with me that there's quite a lot of detail here. We've got all of the, you know, custom buildings and stuff. You know, there's a surrounding wall, the train track and everything. But when we get to here, when we start seeing the main infrastructure, blocky, yeah, blocky is a good one. So the control tower, lots of antennas on the top, some beacon lights and anti-collision lights, if you like, and then there's a interior to it as well. Some nice details on there. You've got the charts and you've got the proper airport chart on there, as you can see. Oh, oh, what's happened to the camera? There we go. Let's get back. There we go. Whether that is a proper resemblance to the tower, I don't know. I know that my aircraft is still making sound, so what I might do, because that is going to become an issue, isn't it? It's because I've still got, the engines should be off. Yeah, the engines are off. It's probably the APU. Not too sure why they turned off, because it's because I didn't turn the actual ground power unit on, that's why. It doesn't matter too much. Let's get back in. Should be a bit more quieter now. Here we go. Right, what we'll do is we'll work our way around the back of the airport, take a look at the land side, and then we'll head into the actual terminal. You can see the roadways, the kind of what we call flyovers, the bridges around the airport to send the cars up to the drop-off points are all modelled in. Some custom foliage for like palm trees, and the road has been partially mapped in there. You can see that the texture of the roads are all done as well. And then there's like a, similar to what we saw at Gatwick Airport, there's like a archway in between here, like an entranceway. Some hotels and other businesses, a petrol station for the cars are all modelled in as well. And then this very unique looking terminal. Does it remind anyone of the building at, what would you call it? Chernobyl. the reactor building. I don't know why. I haven't got a clue why I'm getting thingies of that, but isn't the one that's got this big like kind of like curved roof over it? I do apologize, Izmir, for comparing you to the Chernobyl building, but yeah, kind of the vibe I'm getting from there. Very, very weird thing to say, guys. I know that. Car park looks fantastic. I must admit, the multi-storied looks really, really nice. There's some cars buried and some coming through, but question to people who are watching now, and question to people who hopefully will be rewatching some of the live stream. If you paid for an airport, would this annoy you? Does this annoy you? With it being a car park that's not exactly going to be totally visible. I mean, you can see these cars are a bit. I mean, yeah, they I don't know, nuclear reactor. The floors melted. They fell through. I don't know. But yeah, no, serious question. If you're paying for an airport, and let's get real for a second, this one is £21. £21, so it is on the higher end. £21 from Sim Market. Don't know if it's priced any differently anywhere else, but this is £21 from Sim Market. Would it do your head in? At the top, maybe lower down where it's not visible yet. I think these ones are very visible. It's not a make or break. Yeah, I'm just curious, you know what I mean? Considering this is on the highest scale, this is, to say, £21. It's not the cheapest airport. I'm always now trying to, not just because it's my local, but because, you know, Innie builds a fantastic job with Liverpool Airport, obviously my local. The Liverpool Airport scenery from Innie builds is 15. I think it's 13 or 14 pound. So, and that includes a full interior. Everything is very, very, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And again, this is not a criticism towards Simulations. Hopefully, it's a bit of a thing to say we need this sorting out. Now, I know elevation issues on 2024. This is a 2020 scenery compatible with 2024. That could be the issue. It could be. I don't know. It could be why those cars are like that. I know there's elevation issues with 2024, especially with 2020 sceneries coming into the scenery. Even 2024 native things sometimes have elevation issues. So yeah, but yeah, look at this. We've got a train at the station. Pretty cool. I think the glass work, again, I've mentioned how developers utilize glass in their scenery, and these guys are doing it very well. There's some flicker in there. I think there's 2 panes of glass, and I think that is really going to not be great for it. 2024 glass on glass. I've not seen many sceneries by a lot of developers that you don't see some of this happening, where there's a bit of glass flickering. But when you look at the other glass, look at this, you can see that there's, I'm saying glass too much, you can see that there's glass in that metalwork. Same on the terminal building over here. Sometimes developers get it completely wrong, especially at night time, so it will be interesting to see if the glass is still noticeable. And what I mean by that is sometimes you can have a look at a terminal with a lot of, God, I keep on saying glass. I can't say it any other way. You see terminals with glass, and then when it goes to the night lighting, it looks like there's nothing there. It just looks like there's metal, or there's just a see-through. It's hard to explain, but sometimes you will get that. What I can say, Simulations have done a fantastic job with the work on the buildings here. Even on the top. On the roof as well. Everything joins up. Oddly enough, their cars on this car park are absolutely fine. You know, they're older cars. You know, they're noticeable. They're 2020 models where they're just not as high fidelity as the 2024 ones that you can get, or even custom models as well. So, but I think it's a very, very well made airport, and I must admit, even Tuto Murphy, absolutely fantastic creator. I'm sure you guys know who he is. But even he said when he looked at Appleton recently, and he did say exactly what I said about Appleton. Simulations have gone from strength to strength. They keep on improving, and from their earlier work, which is still great, you can see that they've really up the game with the quality of the sceneries. Appleton's fantastic. It's got a very nice terminal to it. I am curious to see where those guys are going to be heading next. I'd hope they stay in America and do some more. I mean, look at this. Now, as a criticism, there's no cars, there's no coaches, there's no people outside the terminal. It looks a bit empty. But the modeling and the texture work is lovely. Look at that. And I will now change it to nighttime because I think it will be worth to see it. That is lovely. That is lovely night lighting. I don't think you can... I personally don't think anyone could say that was bad night lighting, but everyone can have their own opinion on it. I think that is what you expect. And even more so with it being built on 2020, I think the night lighting for a 2024 compatible scenery is very nice indeed. And the glass is still visible. You can see that there is a textured bit of glass in front of these buildings. You can see there's glass in front of them. And I think it looks very nice. Let's go down here. Some flickering on the walls for some texturing. Again, I think texturing for me would only be annoying if I would be seeing that in my aircraft as I parked up onto stand. Let's have a little look, because we've got quite a few bits down here. It's a substantial size terminal. Not all of the interior has been modelled. But I do like the skylights that go all the way through. Look at that. Brian's left us lander taxi lights. I'm sure I turned those off. I didn't. Okay, fair enough. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Getting a few little stutters, but again, I unfortunately with live streaming and having multiple windows open, and you know what I mean, it is hard to say whether it's the scenery or the fact that there's a lot of windows open on the computer. These custom street lamps are very cool. Are these? Now, do you know what? I'm interested. I know that's a silly thing to say, but am I getting the impression that in real life these are being... It's quite... Yeah, do you know... Is this being reflective? Have we got, like... Is the light inside these little bulbs here? I know that they probably can't show that. But are we getting a light inside here that is actually reflecting up onto a reflective surface, and that is not actually the light here? It's actually light is in here bouncing up onto here, which is reflecting the light source downwards. If it is, then that is pretty cool. Again, they're all modelled in. Let's have a little look at this inside here. Now, I know what they've done here. They've actually put a bit of a blur to the glass. Can you see that they've actually put a bit of a blur on the glass? I don't know if that's what it is actually like, but as you can see, that is not the camera. That is an actual blur on the glass texture. Never seen that before. But look at this. And one of the biggest things with this update was to improve the general performance, the performance inside the terminal, which has been fantastic. I must admit, it's a shame because when I made that landing, it probably would have been a tiny bit better if everything didn't slow down with the frames. The performance inside the terminal was, and again, I'm quoting from comments made on various platforms, that the performance inside the terminal and around this building was terrible before the update. It is better. Notice the blur a lot on Simulations Airport. It's a nice feature. I've never seen it before. It is pretty nice. It is. It really is. I mean, look at the... They've even put the... I think this is the Simulations logo. I've seen this before. They did it in Appleton, didn't they? So it's not something that they've just started doing. So they've got their little textured Simulations logo on the fabric of the chairs. Again, lovely little touch. Is there less people than I'd like? Yeah, probably. It makes the airport look a bit dead, you know, but I guess performance. It is a very intricate airport. There's a lot going on, a lot of glass, a lot of metal. Some shops, escalators. It is a very nice interior. It really is nice interior. Look at that. But yeah, from what I've read, the original performance for this airport wasn't the greatest. It was very, very... it was very choppy, very laggy. I am happy to say, even with the night lighting on it, apart from the odd stutter here and there, which I can only assume is from streaming, because honestly, it was absolutely fine the other day when I came into this airport. And that's not me just saying that, obviously. I'm very... you guys know that I try to give my honest view on everything. Just because people send me stuff for free and stuff like that, I'm never asked to give a glowing review on things. I don't think I would either. I wouldn't. That's something I just wouldn't do. I couldn't come on to a video or a live stream and say to you guys, this is a fantastic airport. It runs like a dream. It hasn't got any graphical glitches. It's absolutely great. If any developer or anyone from any company asked me to do that, I'll be like, well, you've got the wrong person, unfortunately, because I'll be showing it on a live stream, and you guys know I show these airports from top to bottom. I go everywhere as much as possible. I will try and show you everything. So if there's stuff to be seen, you'll see it. There's no way to avoid it. So it would be totally changing my videos then, wouldn't it? But I tell you what, the character models, they look great. Static, which, do you know what? Originally, I wasn't too keen on. I do love to see animated passengers walking around the airports, but if you've got any kind of static models or passengers, then fair play. It does make the airport look a bit nicer. Look at this lovely... Is there some glass? There shouldn't be any glass here. It's weird. It's like it's supposed to be a doorway, but we've got a business class lounge or some kind of lounge. It's in there. It's fully done. And I've noticed the kind of the layout of this airport. There's like restaurants and cafes along these different sections here. From an aviation enthusiast perspective, these would be a fantastic place to sit and watch the aircraft, you know. It's a very large terminal building. It's a decent sized airport, and most, if not all, of the interior has been modelled in, and it looks really great. all of the little bits, you know, the artwork and the structures and everything looks to be of, you know, included. Pretty nice. Let me just dive out here because I know there's some more to go here, isn't there? Look at this. So there's a bit of a wall here where things stop. It's also this as well. I'm wondering if this is anything to do with ground operations or it's actually indeed a passenger a viewpoint, a lookout. It's not as modelled the interior, this location, I've noticed. It's just chairs and some advertisements. Let's have a little look in here. No interior. This is mostly the check-in desks. Pretty cool. Domestic versus international flights, maybe. Absolutely, yeah. But it's all joined up there, you know. Look at it. Bit of a collision on there. We can't get through there. But yeah, you know what? It's lovely. It's got everything you'd want from an interior. And the main thing is it looks very nice from, well, it looks lovely from above as well. So certainly if you are flying over this airport from a certain altitude, it's going to look lovely. And from a stand view, if you are not a person who's particularly bothered about going in and exploring these, then, you know, your view from your aircraft, well, it's all there, isn't it? You can see some passengers, you can see the interior. Not bad, guys. It's modeled very well. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to win because we need to get another copy going, and we also need to end the live stream soon because I've got a load to do. I've got loads to do now. So with that being said, at the start of the live stream, we did. Let me just set this up because otherwise you guys won't be entering a thing. Let me set up a new one. At the start of the live stream, we took off from, I'm going to say Samos airport, which is another Simulations airport. Please type in the chat the 4-letter code for Samos. And you will be entered. Don't do it now, sorry. Don't do it now. Please do it now. The 4-letter ICO code, so ICAO code for Samos, which is the airport we started our live stream at to come over to Izmir. And I will position the camera nicely above Simulations Izmir, which I tell you what, at night time, it looks fantastic. It really does. Look at this. I love the fact that the windows also do illuminate the lighting correctly. You do get that blue hue, if you like, across the whole front of the airport. I think it looks great. I think it looks fantastic. Got 3 guys entered in now, so let's get everyone else entered in. As I say, you will need to add an email to your YouTube, guys. It is part of the giveaway. It's so I can reach out to you. This is PC only, and it will be sent to you via Sim Market. So you will need a Sim Market account, which is free to set up if you haven't got one already. Get it set up. Once the winners are sent over to Sim Market, the guys will redeem that product into your account. It's quite simple, really. Right, guys. It looks like I won't be showing the airport off tomorrow now. Yeah. Sorry for the silence, guys. I'm just asking if the possibility of... Sorry, guys. I do apologize. Yeah. Ivan, wrong code, mate. Wrong code. The other one. Anyone else want to enter the 4-digit ICO for Samos? That's the airport that we started this stream from earlier on. It's also an MM Simulations scenery. There's no direct flights to Izmir from there. It's a very short flight, but as a repositioning flight, I got away with it. But yeah, sadly, I don't think tomorrow we will be showing that airport off, the one that I've been mentioning throughout the stream. I've asked whether I could still potentially tease it, or at least right, okay. Right, okay, we can. Right, everyone entered. Yeah, I think that's probably all we're going to get going for this one. It is obviously, it depends how many people we got in the stream, of course, and I want to get everything sorted for you guys tomorrow and the rest of the week as well. There's some other things, the cinematic tool that I've been mentioning on Discord and in the live stream as well. I want to try and get that. I actually will have to purchase that myself and see if I can get a live stream set up for that, because I do want to show you what that particular camera tool is capable of, and not just what it's capable of, but how well it does. Certainly, my opinion is that the light version, the free version that you can get from flightsim.to, it works well. Just there's a lot locked in that version, understandably, you know. But what it does do in the light version, it does very well. So I am curious to see what the full pro version will do. Let's get you guys now. Obviously, we've got 4 people in here. We've got 4 people in the giveaway. I'm going to wait till it says 28 on my clock here. 4-digit code for Samos Airport. Enter it into live chat if you want to win a copy. Not of Samos, but of Izmir. You won't be winning. You won't be winning Samos. You'll be winning. This is the 2nd copy for Izmir. Okay, 2 copies of Izmir. Nothing to do with Samos. That's an old scenery. So, I'm going to wait till the 2128 on there. There you go, Max. You got yourself right in there. This is for Izmir, not Samos. I apologize. I should have made that a bit more clear. This is a 2nd copy of Izmir, the one that you can see right in front of you. Let's get the the giveaway screen on screen. Yeah, you guys are in there. As you can see, if you're not on the screen right now and you want to be entered, get yourself in. I'll give you just 10, 20 more seconds. It's on the screen there. If your name's not on there and you want to enter, copy someone else's answering. And yeah, I will let you guys go and have your evening, but I do appreciate everyone's time tonight. We had a little flight over from Samos over to Izmir. This is Simulations Izmir. It's the latest update. It's to update the performance, which I think is very well. The landing, I wasn't too impressed with, not so much the landing, but the performance as we came in. Compared to what I had the other day, I had live traffic, live weather turned on and everything, and it was absolutely fine. So, yeah, I'm happy with it though. Overall, it's a fantastic scenery, really well made. Let's get someone else a copy of this. Good luck, everyone. And it goes to Sead Studios. Congratulations, well done. I am gonna go to your channel and. Yeah, just pop yourself an email into your channel, my friend. I do need an email in there. You don't need to keep it in there. Once I've got it, I'll put it into my notepad and I will get an email sent to you and our previous winner as well, because I want to get these things redeemed for you as quickly as possible, folks. But yeah. Congratulations. I'll put my email in. Thank you. As I say, guys, once I've got it, you can take it back out. But yeah, fully recommend this one. And for anyone, I have been told that if it works, apparently if this works, and I'm absolutely okay to show you guys tomorrow. So, there's not very many people in this live chat, and I'm probably going to say that people are going to be a bit upset that they've missed this little. I mean, I'm not going to show you it because well, you know, what's the point? I've got an email there for you, my friend. Yeah. Begins with an M and it's got gmail.com at the end. Is that correct, mate? Just confirm that for me on the live chat. Just so begins with an M at gmail.com, yeah. I mean, that's not giving much away, but it's on there. I just need to copy it over. You can take it out whenever you want, mate. I've got it now on my screen, so I've got it on my save now. Yeah, that's it. All good. Yeah, well, yeah, I've got it. I'm gonna get you guys an email over. In the meantime, if you haven't got a sim market account, please do set one up. And obviously, if you set it up with the same email, that'll be even better. But yeah, I'll just be sending you guys the winners an email to get that all sorted within the next 24 hours, okay? So if you don't get one in the next 2 minutes or the next hour, then don't worry, especially in the next hour, because I will be busy. And the reason why I will be busy is because tomorrow, well, I need to double check things, guys. I am told that there might be some issues, but we're going here tomorrow. Anyone want to guess where we're going? Brand new scenery, anticipated, one of the biggest airports in the world. I think it might be the biggest airport in the world, actually, or it's the second biggest now. Anyone want to guess? Go on. No, they're still making Phoenix, I think. Phoenix is being done by two of them, isn't it? It's Dreamflight, not Dreamflight. The guys who did Auckland and Wellington. Can't remember who that was. Flightbeam, and someone else are doing Phoenix. No, if it all works, we're going to be here in Kilo Alpha Tango Lima, Hartfield Jackson, Urbex's latest and greatest, the 10 gigabyte monster. Now, as I say, guys, if I do not schedule this, obviously you won't get any notification, but this is where we potentially will be going tomorrow. I still need to see if it works. I'm speaking to Urbex at the minute, so yeah. This is where we're gonna be checking out, and as you can imagine, there will be no flight into this when I live stream it because there'll be no time. Absolutely no time at all. I am gonna try and load into this in a minute after we stop live streaming, because I am told that there might be some potential. It looks like it's loading in, and I tell you what. Look at this. You guys are getting your first little look at it right now. Yeah, so keep your ears and your eyes and your noses peeled. Not your nose, but obviously your eyes and everything. I'm gonna have a little look at this, and hopefully the ground textures look incredible. And we're only on the map view at the minute. I am curious to see what this is like, folks. So yeah, I can see why it's 10 gig. I can see why it's 10 gig as well, because look, there's actually animated cars in the car park. These are not default. These are not default cars. These are actually 3D cars, custom modeled cars. We've got custom animated ground vehicles as well. Yeah, yeah, I mean, come back tomorrow, guys. Well, listen, come back if you get the notification, okay? I am curious. So with that, I am going to be a pretty horrible person and leave it there. Congratulations to the winners, and thank you so much, guys, for coming in and spending some time this evening. I'm going to go and get a little drink for myself, a cup of tea, and I'm going to dive into Hartfield, Atlanta, and try and bring this to you tomorrow. Bye-bye, folks.